tall brick tower. At the top of the tower is a clock. And above the clock is a green and white mermaid staring at us. That's the worldwide headquarters of Starbucks Coffee. In 1971, three college buddies from Seattle had a crazy idea. They wanted to open a coffee shop that sold a decent cup of coffee. When coming up with a name for the shop, one guy thought about a character in his favorite book, Moby Dick. That character's name? Starbuck. Today there are 31,256 Starbucks locations worldwide and 133 Starbucks in Seattle alone. Fun fact, can you guess which city in the world has the most Starbucks? The answer? Seoul, South Korea, 280. And Starbucks forever changed the way people order coffee.
Can I get a tall venti vanilla bean frappuccino with 2 scoops of dragon fruit and whipped cream at the top and bottom if possible?
Fun fact, most people think the Starbucks logo is a mermaid, but technically, she's a siren. The Starbucks siren has 2 tails and has been known to sing at sailors at sea and trick them into wrecking their ships. Straight ahead, Imperial Walkers at 12 o'clock. Everyone, man your battle stations. Actually, they're gantry cranes for loading and unloading container ships. Seattle is the 4th largest port in the U.S. for 2 reasons. One, it's the closest major U.S. port to Asia. And 2, the port is deep enough to handle even the largest cargo ships. And some are very large. The container ship Benjamin Franklin, for example, could transport 2 space needles on its deck, laying end to end. And if you unload all the containers it can carry and lay them end to end, the trail of containers would stretch 68 miles. That's a big ship. The Port of Seattle is a big factor in Seattle's economy. It handles 26.1 million metric tons of cargo every year, to and from Asia, Europe, South and Central America, and beyond, and provides over 45,000 jobs.
Smith, aka Salish. I'm a proud member of the Duwamish Indian tribe, one of the branches of the Salish Sea tribes. When you were boarding today, you might have noticed it looks a lot like a canoe. I'm proud to say I designed artwork on both sides of this beautiful vessel. The Salish Sea was a major highway that tribes used to go hunting, fishing, and socializing, like potlatches. That was a feast with other tribes and families that could last a few days. They're a lot of fun. The vehicle used for time immemorial was the canoe. It was like the family wagon of its day. Salish canoe carving and artwork is alive and well. I do my part by carving canoes, weaving baskets, using the techniques and designs from our ancestors. They are the best teachers. One of the great artists I want to mention today was the man who designed the logo for the Seattle Seahawks, Marvin Oliver. I'm proud to say I knew him and his family well. I'm a proud member of the Salish Sea Nations and a proud Seattleite. In fact, it was my idea to call it the Salish Sea Tour. Welcome to the Salish Sea, and go Hawks.
As the tour continues, keep your eyes on the water. If we're very lucky, we may see some sea life. And if so, the captain will pause the tour so you can take photos and videos. The Salish Sea is home to sea lions, harbor seals, harbor porpoise, gray whales, humpbacks, and of course, orca, also